bro, I quit porn after 7 years, and it was actually really easy. Like, I'm not even joking, like, this is not clickbait. I promise you, it was so easy because I did this. Now, if you don't know me, my name's Kevin. I've been on self-improvement for 4 years. I've been going to the gym, meditating, journaling. I've read over 100 books, right? And I used to struggle with porn addiction for 7 years, porn and masturbation and fapping for 7 years, right? And I literally tried everything. And the thing that was like really weird is that I actually quit things like bad habits, like video games, junk food, like social media, really easy. It was like really easy for me. All I did was when I got on self-improvement, when I started doing good habits, like meditation, journaling, lifting weights, like reading books, all those things, when I started doing those things, I just stopped doing all the bad habits, except for porn and masturbation. And that is the habit that I struggled with the most, for most of my life, and I just thought it was really hard, right? And I used to always keep thinking that the way I will quit is if I just keep doing good habits, right? Now, of course, good habits really helped, right? Like things like meditation, journaling, going to the gym, doing yoga, spending time in nature, spending time with friends and family, like self-improvement. But that's just one side. That's just one side of the coin. There's another side, which is the easy peasy method to quit porn. This is a book, basically. It's called The Easy Peasy Method to Quit Porn. And not just me, thousands and thousands of people who were really addicted to porn and masturbation and fapping quit because of this book. And I found out that the two causes for porn, masturbation, fapping, orgasm addiction, right, are just two things. They are emotional regulation and brainwashing, basically. So emotional regulation is basically, the root cause of every addiction is just poor mental health, which is just depression, stress, anxiety, like loneliness, boredom, trauma. That's the root cause of every addiction, right? So the reason we watch porn or fap is because of emotional regulation. Basically, we use that as a coping mechanism to run away from these things, right? And basically the way to do that is to just do good habits, like meditation, journaling, going to the gym, doing yoga, spending time in nature, all these things, right? Self-improvement, good habits. And what's gonna happen is these are gonna regulate your emotions like in a healthy, just beautiful way that you won't need to watch porn or fap anymore, right? But another thing, and this is what no one talks about, is brainwashing. The thing is, whether you realize it or not, we are in a, focus on this, hyper-sexualized world. We are in a world that's full of sex and explicit content everywhere. And we've been convinced, me and you, like Gen Z, right? As young men especially, that like sex is good for you, like you should worship sex, you should worship porn. And these billion-dollar companies have no moral guideline, have no moral compass. They don't care about the evil they're doing. And they keep trying to convince us that porn is actually good for you, porn is pleasurable. But what this book did, so Good Habits and the book, The Easy Peasy Method that I read, that actually made me just quit, like really easy, right? Like literally effortlessly, is it just destroyed the brainwashing. Here's the thing, you think right now that porn is very pleasurable and it's very good for you, but here's the thing, think about the first time you, bro, saw porn for the first time. You thought it was just disgusting, you thought it was ew, like that's just disgusting. Like you were like, oh my god, like get it away from, and you used to like look at like the other side. You just thought it was absolutely disgusting, right? Especially if you had like religious parents or something like that, right? But what happened is, when you saw that, it triggered a void. So here's the thing, porn and masturbation I'm talking about, they do not fill a void, they create the void. You see what I mean? They created the void. And what was happening to me for years and years and years, for 7 years, is it was just creating a void. It wasn't feeling anything. It gave me absolutely nothing. Porn and masturbation are absolutely nothing. You are giving up. When you give it up, you are giving up nothing. You are giving up nothing. Like, please get this in. You don't need porn and masturbation. They give you absolutely nothing, right? And what they do is they create a void. They don't fill a void, right? And the evidence for that is the first time you ever watched porn, you just thought it was absolutely disgusting. But what happened is it triggered like a void inside you that made you addicted and addicted and addicted. And that's why, like, explicit content is like everywhere now. Like me and you, bro, like we should feel pity for all the people that watch porn and masturbate. We should feel pity for them. Like they keep trying to fill this void, but it just creates the void. It just makes the life worse and gives them absolutely nothing. Like we should just feel pity for these people, right? The people that watch porn and fap. Yeah, bro. And once I understood that, I just quit. I just quit and never looked back. And it was just like so easy for me. Like when I read the book, The Easy Peasy Method, it had the reason you can tell this is the best solution is it actually there's a step in it where when you get into like the first 100 pages of the book is like 150 pages, right? It actually tells you, the author, to try and watch porn, and guess what? Watch the best clips, like the clips like you've been thinking about all the time, and you think like they're the best clips ever, right? Watch them, but after you have read those first 100 or 110 pages, right? And what happened is I did that, and the thing is, I went from someone who looked at porn as this like very, very pleasurable, amazing thing, like this heaven, right? To just viewing it as like literally all that happened was like I felt my heartbeat just a little bit faster. But my belief is, and what I saw is that porn was just giving me absolutely nothing. It was just absolutely nothing. I was giving up literally nothing, and that's why I quit. And I remember after I did that, like, I just felt freedom. I actually felt freedom, because this is why we as young men are addicted to porn and masturbation. It's because of brainwashing. So bro, I'm telling you, it is so easy to quit porn and fapping. It is so easy. All you have to do is just good habits, like meditation, journaling, going to the gym, yoga, nature, spending time in nature, going on adventures, spending time, practicing social skills. And the second thing is reading the book, The Easy Peasy Method to Quit Porn. And read that book and keep reminding yourself of the principles of the book. And if you do that, you will quit forever. And I'm telling you that because that's how I quit, all right? So do that. As always, bro, we're in this together, and we will make it.